Hello there, Ray here, and we have a brand new snapshot for 1.16, another update, and this is snapshot 20W08A. In this snapshot, they went ahead and fixed a really bad bug to do with villagers, but I'm also going to go over some major bugs that are still in the game of Minecraft, and have actually been there for quite a while, as well as just downright annoying bugs, which I noticed over time while playing Minecraft. And remember guys, if you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and do that and turn on the bell notification. That way you guys get notified of the newest things added to the Nether update. In this snapshot, they actually just fixed one bug, and this is a pretty big one, which was villagers were actually vanishing. So any villager that had saved memory, so like where its workstation is or where its bed is at, those villagers were getting completely removed from the game. So people that had villagers that they were trading with found their villagers missing when they updated. Now that's why it's really important to always make a backup of your world before updating it to any version, even a full release. I personally make hundreds of backups, and I make so many backups I often have to delete old worlds every couple of weeks, otherwise I'll have hundreds of them. It sure beats having to load up a world and find everything that you've had worked really hard on just completely removed or messed up or corrupted so you can no longer play with it. Now I'd also like to use this time to talk about other major bugs that are in the game. Now currently we are a new set of snapshots that's going to be out for 1.16, and if we take a look at the bug tracker, you can see there is a lot of bugs being worked on to do with all the new things they added so far at 1.16. So don't get upset if you notice that there is quite a few bugs in the first few snapshots, because the developers were just trying to get out some new content for you guys to kind of see what the snapshot's going to be about. But as the snapshot goes along, they're definitely going to be trying to fix all these bugs. You can see there's already developers that are assigned to most of them. If you guys notice any bugs, make sure to go ahead and report them on their website. They also have it so you can access their website from right here inside Minecraft. There's actually a report bugs button, and you can click right here to open in browser. Then you can come on, make your account, and report your bug if it hasn't already been reported. So I'm actually not going to talk about these type of bugs because they will eventually be fixed. I'm actually going to talk about bugs that have been in the game for a long time that end up making the game kind of annoying to play. This next bug is pretty darn annoying. It has to do with crafting. Essentially, you will go in here and craft something up, and when you shift click to craft it, what it'll do is close this menu. And it usually does this on like the first time you're crafting after joining a world. And then you have to re-click this to open it back up again, but then thereafter it will stay open. It's also really annoying that this keeps switching. Every time you join the world, it'll be on this and you have to switch it back to this. And I think showing craftables should be the default. And I've actually talked to the developers about this, or it should remember whatever you left it on. That way it doesn't keep switching. There are some major problems to do with the FPS lag, which is stuff rendering around the player and being quite laggy. There's a couple different reports to do about that. We noticed this one quite a bit during our snapshot streams, especially when there's a lot of redstone components going off. In this bug report, they even kind of compare 1.14 to 1.15, and there's something about 1.15 that makes it exceptionally bad. But for some reason, ever since 1.12, FPS lag has been quite a problem when building even small redstone contraptions. There's oftentimes that everybody in an area will just freeze up for a second or so, and then it will pass. And these sort of bugs make it really difficult for people to want to update their servers to the newer versions, since they know that everybody who plays on server is going to be really frustrated when every so often the game just freezes. They also changed the way that chunks are loading in the game, which causes quite a few problems. Like if mobs pathfind into a new chunk, now with the chunks only being loaded by the player, anything else that kind of needs to work with other chunks around it can break when they try to. It also includes like entities moving into new chunks, structure blocks loading structures, pistons are trying to push blocks into other chunks, executing a command that is far away. And there's another bug report that goes more into the specifics of redstone unloading when it comes to a chunk border. So if you have a really big redstone device, if you're not loading it all by yourself with one player, the redstone will just go until the edge of a chunk and then it'll just completely stop. This means things can completely break just because the game won't load where new things are occurring. It's also a weird bug that you can crouch if there is like a fence gate that's open. If you close it, you're actually unable to crouch. Whenever there is any type of block that is colliding with you, they won't let your player crouch anymore. But if I open back up again, you notice how I can crouch once again. This also applies to like boats. If you're on top of a boat, you can't crouch. There's also an extremely annoying thing to occur when playing Minecraft. Oftentimes when you leave a server, you try to go log in and they'll want you to reauthorize your account. This often means you have to not only close your Minecraft client completely, you often sometimes have to close your Minecraft launcher. Then you have to restart it and then also restart your client. Here's somebody complaining about the exact same thing where they have to close their launcher every time they want to join a server again. It's actually such an annoying bug that people actually made mods that allow you to reauthorize your account without having to close it. But this shouldn't be the case. Minecraft should be able to address this and fix this problem. There's also a strange bug to do with edit worlds in your folder. And typically the way it works is if you have one of these worlds open, they won't let you like change the name of this or do some other changes because it's currently being open in the game. But even if you would log out of this game, in some strange circumstances, the game will still not allow you to change the name of that file. So often what you have to do is log into a different world, then leave that world, and only then will allow you to change the name of the first file. There's also a problem to do with structure blocks, which makes it difficult to use these consistently. If I load up a structure of a flying machine, notice how this water is spewing out the side. This block here, where there is currently water in it, never had any water when it was saved. The game will actually place water into blocks that can be waterlogged if there is a water source nearby and you save it with a structure block. And luckily in this situation there's only like one block beside it. We're working with something that has a lot of waterlogged blocks as well as blocks beside it that shouldn't be waterlogged, but after saving with a structure block, everything just becomes dosed with water. There's a bug where command blocks, which should always be on repeat, will all of a sudden just stop working. It had this occur to me quite a few times, and I don't understand what causes it, but someone's able to actually replicate it. This makes it really annoying when you have like a bunch of command blocks, and they're supposed to be doing something to help you, and all of a sudden they just stop, and you don't know which one stopped. And with the always active on, they should always be working whenever they're loaded. There's also some problems to do with commands, like if you do the fill command, do like this, you can fill the area with something. Then you go, let's say you want to go back and actually change this out with something else. So let's say you want to change it out with this and hit tab. Instead of it removing the old text and adding the new one, what it does is it just adds the new one at the beginning of the old text. Also, when it comes to autocomplete, it doesn't always pay attention to what you're typing. Here I'm giving myself an effect, and let's say I want to make this true. So I hit T to start the true, I hit tab, it works. So let's try a different command, but kind of a similar thing. So now we're trying to place in a stone slab, but we want a particular type of stone slab. So we can either choose from bottom, double, or top. So if I start out by typing T and then I hit tab, it's not going to autocomplete for the word top. This also applies to true or false statements too. So here's a true or false one. If I hit T for true, you see it no longer works when I hit tab to autocomplete. This makes it pretty frustrating when you're typing out commands. And if you guys notice these kind of annoying bugs that seem never to get removed in the game, or if you guys know of some good quality of life updates that they could be added, make sure you guys tell me down in the comments. I really hope these type of bugs get fixed because these are bugs that people notice after playing the game for a little while. And there are also bugs that seem like they could be easily fixed and would greatly improve the gameplay. I personally would love to see one update just be completely dedicated to quality of life updates. But after talking to the developers, they kind of want to do quality of life updates with each version. But it seems like a lot of times they get kind of pushed off. But when it comes to new updates in general, I think everybody's pretty excited just to see new content being added to the game of Minecraft. And I really enjoy designing new farms as well as contraptions. And if you guys would like to see the other cool stuff that I do, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to my channel, like this video, as well as share with others so they can learn about annoying bugs as well as contribute by adding their list of annoying bugs. And I'd love to thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.